and welcome to Facebook Live. I'm Ashley, and today we are down in the farms hanging out with some of our goat friends. Let's check them out. So in here we have Powwow Island goats as well as Nigerian dwarf goats. Now, Powwow Island goats are really super cool. These guys are a heritage breed. Heritage breeds are breeds that have a lot of really cool historical importance. So these goats were introduced to Powwow Island off the coast of New Zealand, and they thrived there pretty well. However, people started to think that they were kind of a nuisance, and so they started to get rid of them. Well, eventually people realized that they were getting rid of all of the goats that had this really cool historical tie to that island. So people decided that we really needed to work on conserving them. And so these guys are a breed that is in need of conservation. When you come down to the children's farms, you'll be able to see that many of the breeds that we have down here are in need of conservation. Look, and I think I've got Smarty here, who is hanging out with me. See if you guys can see her. There she is. She is a very curious little goat. Now over here we do have a couple of babies. Now like I said, Powwow Island goats are a breed that is in need of conservation. And it is very important that we continue to help breed this animal so that way then we don't lose this specific breed. Now, while goats themselves are not necessarily in danger of going extinct, certain breeds of goats can be. And that's where the Livestock Conservancy comes into play. These guys will continue to help promote different breeds and conservation and things like that for our heritage animals. Now over here we have Enochs and Rogue. They are two of our young Powwows. And they are just chilling with Mom, taking a nice little sun bath. It's a beautiful day for that. Let's see if we can find some more goats in here. So over here we have Khaleesi, who is again another Powwow Island goat. Now you may notice that in their habitat here at the farms we have all kinds of different things. You can see behind Khaleesi that there is a tire, a log, a bench. Over here we have a giant spool. And over here we have a puzzle feeder. Now all of these different things are enrichment. Enrichment is something that we give the animals to keep them mentally and physically active. It helps to stimulate them. Now, goats love to climb and explore and things like that, especially some of our baby goats. Although right now it kind of looks like it's nap time for a lot of our baby goats. So you might see them chewing on things. You might see them climbing. You might see them going and getting in and out of this tub. All of that is enrichment for our animals. Now, this year we have had several sets of twins down in the children's farms. And all of these babies are super important for the next generation to make sure that we are conserving this species of goat, which again is the Powwow Island goat. Oh, I think we have one of our other little babies over here. It's checking out the bridge. Now, you may notice that some of the goats have on collars. Especially with our baby goats, this helps us to be able to identify them. And some of our goats also participate in different trainings as well. And so the collars help with that too. Now over here we have the one that you just saw on the bridge and this little one over here. Those are MJ and LeBron. They're one of our sets of twins. And it is very interested in this tablet. There you are. Now around our farm farms, we also have lots of other animals too. So we have our different cows, we have different sheep. Many of these breeds, again, are heritage breeds. And they are super important for historical conservation. Now, friends, as we start to reopen, I want you guys to know that we will not be continuing on with our 11 o'clock Facebook Live. However, we are hoping to continue on with our 2 o'clock Facebook Live. It may look a little bit different in the future. However, we really are enjoying these videos, and we know that you guys are as well, and so we're hoping to continue those even after we open. But again, that'll be at the 2 o'clock time slot instead of the 11 o'clock time slot. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. And remember, even though we're closed, we're still caring.